Damn, man. That 14,700 level, man. That 14,700 level. I got kicked out of my first trade with this massive swipe down. So this was about 150 point liquidity grab. All right. Biggest mistake is I had an entry on the retest and I closed it early. I have no idea why I did that, and it's still kind of blowing me a little bit. But it's okay. Markets reset. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm having a pretty fucking. It's just one of those days, when you're sitting in traffic and somebody cuts you off, like you just get a little pissed off, more pissed off than usual. I mean, all of us have been pissed off at traffic before, but like those days where it's just like the coffee machine just making your coffee just a little too slow, and the fucking guy in front of you at the light is just a little too. Have you guys had those? Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's one of those days. So I guess this is a great learning lesson because understanding your own emotional makeup and understanding how you're behaving that day is very important. Okay. If you show up to the markets and you're not as sharp as you need to be, you may make some stupid decisions that you're going to have to pay for later. So because I know that I'm in one of those, like it's one of those days for me, I'm going to be very selective over which trades I take. If I see an opportunity that I would normally take under other circumstances, I might not take it today just because I need to be responsible with knowing whether or not I can handle being in these high risk positions. Right? If I got pissed off at the dude at the light earlier, imagine me trying to stay in a trade when I'm in drawdown. Right? So knowing that it's one of those days, I think it's very important. I'm going to be a bit more selective, especially because number one, it's one of those days, and number two, I am feeling that sense of, I wouldn't necessarily call it FOMO, but a sense of like, yeah, I mean, damn near I'm pissed off. I waited a month for the buy moves, caught a buy move, entered a hard take profit, which I never do. And the time it's going to take for the market to reset is going to be a long time. So I'm kind of just in this limbo here where I have to watch the trade that I was waiting for continue to move and have the patience not to enter. So not saying I'm not going to do it because you guys know me, I'm a fucking animal. I'm a machine. I'm obviously going to do it, but it's just not fun. It's just one of those things where like you're signing up for a miserable fun. Guys, we're not going to do this today. Please mute up the mics. We've been doing this for a year now. Like, let's, if you have a question, put it up in the chats. Yeah. All right. It's August 29th. We got 2 days until the Chart Addicts 2.0 model comes in. If you guys haven't registered for any of the coaching programs, just know that your membership will end in 2 days. I've really enjoyed having everybody here, and I really want you guys to move over into the next phase of what we're doing here at Chart Addicts. But I'm trying my best to create a culture here of only serious traders. And in order to do that, we want to make sure that everyone goes through the same program so that you're all just as equipped to handle these market conditions as we are. Why? Because if I go in the group chat, I don't want to hear people giving wrong opinions. I don't want to hear people scared. I don't want to see people, confused and like not knowing what to do and questioning whether they should hold or close, looking for advice from people who have no results in the chat. Right? That is one of the most toxic cultures. And I'm trying my best to build a culture here at Chart Addicts where it's just people who know what they're doing and who are collaborating with other people who know what they're doing. And the only thing that you have to decide on every day is whether you're going to do the right thing or not. Not if you don't know what to do, right? You know what to do. It's just a choice every day whether or not you're going to be the responsible trader or be the degenerate. So that's the culture we're building here at Chart Addicts. I really want you guys to be a part of that 2.0, but I understand that some folks, this might not be a priority, whatever. I get it. Just know that that's the deadline. 2 days. We're going to be moving forward. ACP students, we're crushing it. We're moving along, I think, at a great pace. And I know I ask this every day, but since we're doing streams every day, ACP students, let me know in the chat, how was yesterday's call on a scale of 1 to 10? We did Trader's Mindset. These people are not being paid to give their opinion. I just want an honest opinion here from the folks that showed up to the Trader's Mindset call yesterday, and give me a 1 out of 10. You guys have been on hundreds of calls with us, so you know what a 10 out of 10 looks like, and you know what a 1 out of 10 looks like. Long term, are you bullish on NAS? Yes, I am, people. And if you're going to ask a question in the chat, please make sure to hit the like button first on YouTube. I'll make sure I answer all the questions in the chat box. All right, Noah said 11 out of 10. Damn. Romy said probably the best call I've ever had. Jesus. Bobby says 20 out of 10. I really needed that call. It was a wake-up call. James says 10. It helped me get a win today. Damn. All right, people, that trader's mindset is something else. Once you really understand how the trader's mindset works and what the market is trying to do to you, you completely shift your perspective on trading. You never go back. You guys know that whole thing about smart money versus dumb money and all this stuff. I really just feel like smart money understands the psychology of the opposition, the psychology of the people you're playing against. And other people just don't. Dumb money is just constantly trying to play a pattern game or whatever they're trying to do. DXY doing exactly as expected. Come on, people. Double top on the DXY, about to have that move back down. And then once we finish this retracement, I think that we're going to continue the bullish momentum. So for now, as the DXY is dropping, EU should be pumping up. There it is. There's EU. So Euro USD, bullish. I'm actually not in this swing trade. I personally right now, I don't want to swing trade any of the currencies. Euro USD is long-term bearish, and so I'm going to wait for probably a week or two for this thing to retrace. And then once it's done retracing, I'm going to continue with the trend, which is bearish. So for now, I do see Euro USD popping off. Do not buy it up. Actually, wait, we do have a double bottom. Personally, I would wait for one more double bottom. So I would mark off the 1.077. Wait for price to clear that zone and a continuation. All right, whoever's got their mic unmuted, let's get that muted up.
That's the weekly 78 on Euro USD also.
Yep. Right here. Right in front of you. Gold pushing up. DXY. Bitcoin, I told you guys that double bottom is going to be a good buying opportunity for the push up. I think we see 31 one more time. US 30 already starting to make that push up. This was the original buy idea that I had at 34,050. For some reason, I moved it down to the 88.6. I'm telling you guys, being busy and being distracted, it literally have you doing dumb ass shit on the charts. And just come back and be like, but every single trade hit, and for some reason, I wasn't in any of those. Like, what happened? Yeah, it is what it is. All right, market is rejecting the 88.6. I'm going to take a scalp from here. Now, guys, I understand the market is extremely aggressive. I understand the market is bullish. Do not take this trade. Do not take this trade unless you are in a position to be able to afford the risk. What that means is sometimes you're like a couple percent away from max daily risk. You're in a certain predicament. These are not the kinds of trades you want to be taking if you're in those situations. So please, for the love of God, know what kind of situation you're in. If it's just another trade, if you're going to risk 0.25% and win or lose, it's not going to be consequential to your P&L, then you can take these trades. If you're going to fucking treat this like life or death, please do not take these fucking trades. All right, very simple stuff. It's the only difference between somebody being like, kind of just being childish and like, bro, I don't think it's gonna, and I think it's gonna, and I don't know if it's gonna. It's like, why the fuck did you take this trade? And then why are you in the comments? So yeah, I'm going to have to make like a public service announcement or disclaimer every time. All right, if you are in a situation where everything is make or break for your account, do not take this trade. This is not the highest probability trade. We are trading against the momentum of the market, right? I just trade the 88.6 because that's my system. If I see a bearish push on the daily time frame, I take the 88.6 trade. That's my strat. That's what I'm doing. And I will try and dollar cost average into the zone. Because I'm supposed to be throwing about, take this trade really, it'd be about 75 lots. This is a swing trade account from FTMO. So I've put on about 30, which gives me another 45 lots to throw. So what I'm going to do is layer those at different prices. All right, so side note, this is kind of like an execution technique for some of you guys. If you enter a trade and the market starts moving in your direction, if you do want to enter other positions, they have to be smaller than the original. As the market is moving in your favor, you can't enter bigger positions. All right, really important to keep that in mind. 344 is way too high. What am I doing here? Well, this is technically 375. So what I need to do is go over here and just recreate the same markup by just measuring this fib. Deleting this other one. Fuck, deleting it. Yeah, I really don't know how streamers do it, people. I don't know how streamers do it. Like, I love streaming, but people who stream every day, it's like, you're going to get the good, you're going to get the bad, you're going to get the ugly. And I mean, like, that's fine. But who would want to do that? Now, I like getting on here and being myself. And so if you guys are expecting some kind of thing, I'd probably say you're on the wrong stream. All right, because I'm just going to do me so I can continue to do these and have fun with it and just make money. Edgar says you shouldn't take the trade based on what you said at the beginning of the stream. Edgar, I agree with you 100%, and I appreciate you. But that's the thing about being a machine on the charts, is that it doesn't matter how I feel. And this is kind of the same as being a man today. It's like, yes, I don't feel good. And I don't feel like, I'm in the best state possible. But I've been trading for so long that I know, regardless of that mental state, I have a job to do and I have a system, and the system is mechanical. And as long as I follow the mechanics of that system, then it's all the same. So whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you just got to get it done. All right. If you're happy, get it done happy. If you're sad, get it done sad. Just get it done. All right. Bills ain't going to pay themselves. But I do appreciate you. I do appreciate that honesty and that accountability, bro. For real. He says, Don Vo, you can watch his stream. He doesn't react the same for wins/losses/BE. Yo, aren't you the same fucking dude as yesterday? Traders, say yes and be honest, and I won't kick you out. If you're the same person as yesterday that I kicked off the stream. If you are not the same person, let me know ASAP, because you finna get kicked out of here. It says Don Vo. I don't know who Don Vo is. Probably a nice guy. Probably a great guy. Noah says like a computer. Noah, what would a computer do? A computer would be like, would take the 88.6 entry. I just want to see a wick down. The 61. He says, yo, he changed his PFP. He said, nah, bro, LMAO on God. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of feels like you're the same guy. I don't know. I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna give you one chance, bro. You fuck this up, and I'm banning you from the streams forever. All right? Act like a fucking adult today. Let's not be clowns. LOL, he is good in his own. All right. Let's see if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns in those chats. If not, I'm gonna just stop reading these chats. If we don't have any good questions or you guys aren't saying anything intelligible, I ain't finna waste my mental capacity reading those comments. Chart Addicts members, if you guys have any questions throughout this or any pairs you'd like me to cover, just let me know. I'll make sure to cover those as soon as possible. If the market starts breaking above the 88.6, guys, just close the trade. I did take a loss on gold yesterday. I made some of it back on NASDAQ shorts, but what I've been dealing with is getting on the charts and seeing the move already happen, trying to find a counter trend trade. The counter trend trade is just like they're not even reacting or rejecting at any levels. They're just literally just breaking through levels. So we're just in a very liquid market, and I really hope today's not the same, but obviously hope is not a strategy, so we'll see how it works. I did take the trade regardless, but I just want to give you guys context about how the markets have been moving. It's like I'm trying to take all the same trades that I would normally take with my strategy, and market's just way too aggressive. You know, no reactions at those certain fib levels, just straight breaks through. So let's see if we can get some kind of momentum, you know, some kind of price delivery here. Grayscale won the lawsuit against the SEC. I'll be honest, brother, I had no idea Grayscale was even in a lawsuit with the SEC. Or are you talking about the Bitcoin ETF? Oh, that's why BTC is flying. Okay. Yeah, Grayscale is the largest private holder of crypto in the United States, besides Marathon and a few other mining companies. And they own the GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is essentially an ETF for Bitcoin that was supposed to be the first institutional ETF. Big company, great people. I've actually met a lot of the people from the Grayscale team. Like, these guys are probably top of the top. How I constructed my first portfolio was the Grayscale crypto holdings are public. You can see how much they're buying of each. And so what I do is I do my weighting the same as theirs. If they have 25% of their portfolio in Bitcoin, then I'm putting 25% of mine in Bitcoin. If they have 10% in ETH, I put 10% in ETH. Isn't that crazy? Okay. We got consumer confidence took a massive hit, and then we took, oh my God. Yeah, people, I'm holding my fucking shorts. All right. I am definitely holding my shorts. All right. Well, because I'm in the middle of a trade, I'm just going to fucking look. No, I'm not even going to do it to y'all. I forgot I was on YouTube. Chart Addicts members, you know exactly what I was about to do, but I ain't about to give them the sauce like that. That's for you guys. But you guys know exactly what I was about to do. I'll just do this manually real quick. My brain is a fucking computer. Okay. Respectively, quits 3.5 million in quits, which is folks who voluntarily left the workforce. Layoffs discharged 1.6 million, and that's not too crazy. The job openings decreased in professional and healthcare services with 198, healthcare and social assistance, local government education, federal government. Job openings increased in information. So if you guys are information systems or information technology, count yourself lucky. You're part of the future here. Transpo, warehousing, and utilities went up. So why is government? So governments are laying off a lot of people. It looks like healthcare and social assistance, state and local government, excluding education. Okay. And then state and local government education, and then federal government. So a lot of the open jobs are just no longer available. And they just took them off the table. Let's take a look at this this chart here. This overall job openings. So here's what I want you guys to pay attention to. They kind of marked off July 22, 23, and then right here. So in July of last year, we had 11.3 million open jobs in America. That's more than the amount of unemployed people. We have about 3.5 million unemployed, or about, no, it was more than that. It was like 7 million unemployed, if I'm not mistaken. 3 or 4 million of those jobs are no longer available. Now that means either people are taking those jobs or they've taken those jobs out of the market and they're just no longer hiring for those positions. I think it's half and half. And we're going to have to, you know, that's why it's important to go through this full thing to figure out which one it actually is. Layoffs, separations doesn't seem like a big deal. Quits rate approved, 1.6 mil. Okay, so the way I'm reading this is technically bad news, because whenever we go into a recession, the only thing that can save us is knowing that there's enough open jobs for everyone who needs one in America. When we go into a recession, and a lot of the jobs that otherwise may be like the go-tos, the first ones that everyone snags, if those are no longer available, it creates a rush towards the jobs that are available. That creates a ton of scarcity in the market. And the best people typically don't end up in those jobs. A lot of unemployment happens, and that's where we enter a real recession. So the job openings alone as an individual metric is not that valuable. But when you add it as a whole with, let's say, NFP this Friday, the total unemployed people in the country, and you look at things like the quits rate, how many people are voluntarily leaving? If you add all those together, you get a pretty good picture of the employment. Okay, a lot of people are leaving jobs. A lot of people are becoming self-employed. People are getting paid more to stay at home than to go to work. And so these things are starting to play into the economy. And so it's a total picture. Overall, this is not necessarily a good thing. Okay, so this might come back to bite us, but this one fundamental or this one data point is not enough to completely change the markets. All right, guys, I'm seeing a double bottom forming here. I know this is smaller time frames, but whenever you see support forming at your entry, you know this is a bad fucking deal. Like, you know this thing's about to reverse. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to minimize some risk and actually close one of my positions. And then as the market comes up into that 88.6 zone up here into 300, then I'll re-enter that position. But I'm not going to sit here in all this drawdown. I'm going to cut my loss pretty quick, leave one of those positions open, and then re-enter the trade. All right. Some of you guys, you're not used to trading like this, being in and out. You can trade however you want. I'm not here to be your dad. I'm here to show you guys how I trade live. I'm here to send out trade ideas live and to put my money where my mouth is. If I call a trade idea, win or lose, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm showing y'all how it's done live. So right there, I decided to minimize some loss, cut that loss pretty quick. And yeah. I'm just saying his reaction doesn't change whether the chat gets aggressive. Okay, I mean, that's good for him, bro. What the fuck does that have to do with me, trader? Looking for sells on NAS at 450, strong resistance level. Yep. So are you trading news this Friday? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, God damn it. I got a feeling this trade is just not like, we're not even seeing any reactions. This would have already been done by now, and we're getting pretty close to 11. After 11:30, I don't trade. So like, I'm not seeing the signs that this is going to be one of those good trades. I got half a mind to just close this thing and go about my day, but I'm going to give it just a second to make sure I'm not making a premature decision. But I think I just recognized the big problem with streaming every day. Streaming once a week was great because I just picked the day where the markets are the most liquid. Streaming every day is going to be, it's going to be a mess. I'm going to have to find a schedule here that makes sense. Like if I typically don't trade that day, I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if it makes sense to take those trades, even if it's on the stream. It hasn't broken structure, but everything in my intuition is telling me it's going to break. So that's the difference. My intuition is telling me something, but as of yet, the market has not confirmed it. And so I don't have a choice. I got to wait in this thing until resistance get hit, and then we'll see how it reacts. Oh, what a week. Yeah, it's just one of those days, people. One of those days. If you guys have questions, ask. If not, I'm not just gonna, ramble on. So if y'all have something specific you want to know, then let me know.
Yoroi.
Was good.
Um, Saudi Arabia was invited to join BRICS. Is that raised any red flags for you in terms of the dollar's position as a reserve currency?
Yes to the first part, no to the second part. All right, monopoly money is not going to take over the world, and nobody speaks Arabic, so Saudi Arabia's money ain't about to take over. Long story short, the BRICS alliance is concerning from a national security perspective, not necessarily from an economic perspective. But economics goes to not like the only reason the dollar is the reserve currency is because we have the biggest army. So these alliances are the start of something very dangerous. It's the start of a new Bretton Woods. We need leadership in America as soon as possible. The longer we wait to put this genie back in the bottle, it's going to be too late. So I do think that 2024 is the single most consequential election that we've ever had. I think that if we refuse to wake up as a country and elect somebody that has strong leadership, and everybody can stop fucking crying about, oh, that person's mean and that person's. If we can have somebody there that can actually step toe to toe with global leaders and put the genie back in the bottle, we might be able to reverse course. If we do not get this shit together by 2024, it will become irreversible. There is literally nothing that we can do to stop that 10-year plan of de-dollarizing the world. So it is that serious. 2024 is the single most consequential election we've ever seen. And I just hope everybody realizes that. Real shit. But do I think BRICS is going to take over the dollar? I don't think so.
There's a lot of conflicts of interests though, even from a national security perspective, because a lot of the countries trying to join BRICS are in security alliances with the US.
I get it. And do you think that Russia is coming to their rescue if some shit happens to them? The answer is no. And do you think China is going to go and put their men and women in the front lines to fight for them? No. If we're in a security alliance to protect a certain state, then America will pull up if we need to. That's the main difference. Now, also, this is something I always talk about, but the cost of transition is why no one will do it. The richest countries, Africa or South Africa, India, Brazil, they can make the transition away from the dollar, even though they have a ton of dollar debt they have to pay back. The developing countries can't do that, even for a month, even for a quarter. You need constant flow of dollars so you can pay back your dollar-denominated loans, or so you can give your currency value. So those countries won't be able to afford the transition unless China basically subsidizes their transition. All right, we'll pay for you, we'll pay your income, we'll pay your salary. You can just sit at home and do nothing as long as you just don't mess with the dollar. If they start pulling deals like that out of their ass, then yeah, we're in some fucking trouble. Let's be real. And they could do it. All right, it's the moment of truth. We have another about 30 minutes. If I don't get this move in 30 minutes, I'm going to have to hop off the chart. So let's see if we get a reaction. If we get a rejection here, I'm going to close partial profits. Actually, no, I already closed the other trade. So what I'm going to have to do is move my stops to break even after it closes or after it dips under the 78 fib. So right now it's a patience game. It's either going to break back through the entry or come back under the 78. Trade NASDAQ, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Like, why wouldn't you trade NASDAQ? It moves so fast. Yeah, gold is absolutely ripping right now. Expect the dollar to continue dropping for the time being. This is nice. So even though I want to give some credit to the grayscale situation for this Bitcoin pump, I also feel like it's the dollar move. When people are dumping, excuse me, when people are dumping dollars, they typically want to get into risk assets. That could be stocks, that could be commodities, that could be crypto being the riskiest of the assets. And so they also do move counter correlated. As the dollar drops, we can't expect Bitcoin to continue pushing up. All right. Now, I don't necessarily like to make decisions on the smaller time frame, but I do like to watch the price action. It was promising for a second. We had a 5-minute double top here. It kind of looked like it was going to continue. And then what? This fucking candle right here, body of the candle closes above and creates that support. So like, all we would need to see is a bearish engulfing or just a solid bearish candle to close below that area for us to have an actual move down. But it seems like price wants to push up maybe to the 88.6, like maybe to this level, the 300, and then come back in. So that's where I'm going to take my second entry. Oh, also, that's what I should have done. I got a 300K challenge. Shout out to Fortune's Funding. And they wanted me to check out the platform. So I'm going to be checking out their platform. And I want you guys to keep in mind, everyone keeps asking me, well, if so-and-so had issues, then why are you using the platform? I give everything the benefit of the doubt because I want to see it for myself. I'm not out here following what someone else is telling me. And so I want to assess whether this platform is valid for me. And if it's valid and I see no issues in the execution, price delivery, or anything else, then I'll let you guys know. And I'll be trading that challenge on this stream. I should have probably started today. So yeah, has anybody here used Fortune's Funding? And if you have, what's your opinion so far? He says, are you trade in Forex? God, I love you too. Yeah, people, I'm really going to have to close this trade. I don't really see a scenario where this thing flips. Like, obviously, this is just all speculation because what I think and what I do are completely different. I think this thing is going to smash all the way through. What I'm going to do is I have to hold it until we close above that fib level. You guys see the difference here? So you can have an intuitive feeling, but the market has to be the one to confirm. Otherwise, you're just trading based on what you think, not what you see. I can't speak for everyone, but we're all appreciative of all the time you've been putting into the community. Everyone can relate to that distracted feeling when life gets in the way. That's why the clear, structured, systematic trading plan is even that much more important. Yeah, I appreciate that, Noah, for real. That means a lot, bro. Does anybody else, do you have anyone other than Trump you'd like to see win? Personally, I would put Vivek Ramaswamy up there. That's about the only candidate that I can confidently put money behind. Not because I think he's going to win. I actually don't think he's going to win, just because this country has just got their head up their ass. But I think just for my own conscience, and not that, I'm obligated to give, to tell you guys who I'm going to vote for, but I feel like myself personally, to have that, my conscience clear, I'm going to have to vote for Vivek. Right? Because you don't really know politicians. Like, we don't know these people. What I do know is how well he can explain what the fuck he's doing and how unapologetically he can explain it. And I'm tired of politicians thinking I'm too stupid to understand what's going on. I'm sick and tired of politicians thinking that we're too stupid to not be told the truth about all these different things happening. I don't know where some random fucking guy from Minnesota who's a senator is going to tell us that we're too stupid to know about something that this guy just fucking learned 3 weeks ago. And this guy can't fucking tie his shoes. 3 failing businesses, went to become a senator, is trying to tell us how to live our lives. Get the fuck out of here. I want to see somebody who is living the American dream. All right. Now I get it. Vivek, pharma billionaire, not the coolest thing to do, but he did have some life-saving drugs. He did push out some complete nonsense and milked some money from Wall Street. But overall, the guy does live the American dream. Indian immigrant, billionaire, sold a bunch of companies, listed them as IPOs, now running for fucking president. Great family, great kids. I met him 2.5 weeks ago at the event here with Valuetainment. The guy's a stud. He's on stage crushing every question. People are up there asking him the most insane questions that you would be scared to ask a politician, and he's just unapologetically, one by one, with context, with proof, with data. Yeah, number one guy in terms of policy. I feel like I'm a fucking spokesperson for Vivek. Roy, are you going to be at the Forex conference in Dubai the 27th of September? I don't even know there was a conference in Dubai on 27th of September. I'm going to be at the Blockchain Expo the 24th of October in Dubai. I'm going to be at UFC 294 October 21st in Dubai. And so if you guys are anywhere near Dubai, I'll be in Dubai from the 20th to the 26th, 27th-ish. Be meeting with all the traders out there. Riz is going to be out there. We'll do a full-length podcast. Raja's out there. Umar's out there. And yeah, it's going to be an overall just a fun time. We're touring venues for the FX Summit 2024 conference. You guys know the drill. So we'll be out there. Yeah, people, keep it. I'm keeping my eye on this. I don't normally do this, which is close my trades prematurely, because typically I want to give them a chance to mess around and come back. But if we close above this and just start to rip, I'm going to have to close this trade. I don't necessarily understand how this could be bullish. And so my first instinct is that this is just a massive grab. It's going to come back up to tap this area and come back down. Okay, because the news overall is bearish, but markets are not rational when it comes to the news. If they think that everybody is positioned short, if we're all selling, which currently I am, then there's a very good chance they rip through just to take all of that money before coming back in. They need people to force the other side of that trade. Okay, so they entice us to sell, I sell, market breaks up, they now make money to then execute the bigger sell order. And so that's why I'm keeping my eye on this, and I will be quick to close. I see how aggressive the momentum is. So just want you guys to, this is not like one of those normal stream trades where I'm like, you can hit me with a bus and I'm never getting out. No, yeah, this is probably a gust of wind and I'll probably get out of this trade. All right. I'm being very mindful of how price is reacting. And so, yeah. I'm sorry, it's called Forex Expo. Oh yeah. That's the that's like a business to business conference. It's really for market makers and brokers and shit like that. It's cool, but it's a giant sales conference, which is dope. Don't get me wrong, but anybody here who's gone to the FX Summit knows that the FX Summit feels like the opposite of a sales conference. Even the expo, where everybody is selling a product, still feels so interactive. It feels so surreal. It's so entertaining. You get to meet and talk to so many cool people, get so much value that even if you don't buy a single thing, you walk away with an insane amount of value. So I think that the sales conferences are cool, but like even the ones that are happening now, all you hear is, bro, I couldn't even fucking walk to the bathroom. Somebody kept trying to sell me something on the way in, on the way out. I said, I feel you. You come to the FX Summit, and it's literally just, I can't believe that we're getting all this knowledge. And so personally, I don't really like to go to those sales conferences. Jess said, I'm coming to the next FX Summit, and I'll see you there, Jess. Let's go. That's why I'm doing these streams. I'm trying to get you guys as much value as possible. You guys can go and make these decisions, get rich, and then come to the next summit. All right, so this is the beauty of, or this is the power of having a good entry. This is a one-to-one trade, and we entered right now. If you wait for the double bottom or you wait for a correction back to the body of these candles, $2.4 to 1. So I would rather wait for this retest and get a good entry rather than just get in the trade, hoping it ends up somewhere up here. I hope that didn't go over y'all's head. God damn. All right, yeah. There's a 99% chance this thing is going to break through these highs. So I'm going to find a way to unwind this position. Unwind means get the hell out without taking a loss. Only thing I can think of is if we get a little bit of a retracement here before it continues, we might be able to close in blue. So I'm going to give this a chance here. If I see that there's no chance, then I will minimize my loss and jump out. Yo, do a podcast with Nelk in UFC in Dubai. That could work. Who do I know that knows Nelk? Oh, fucking Neil. Huh. That's crazy because me and Neil were talking about going to UFC 291 on the podcast, the recent podcast we just did on our channel. And he told me that Dubai is his second home. He's got family out there. You know, he loves chilling out there. He used to spend times in the winter out there as a kid. So if he comes out, pretty good chance we link up with Nelk. That's actually not a bad idea. It could work. I appreciate that because I need the cash to be able to go to Dubai. All right, get the fucking work. Nobody. If there's jobs around you, if you can have multiple jobs, I'll be completely honest, before trading, before anything, if money is an issue, you need to get your shit together. Getting your shit together means 6 months. You're going to put everything aside. No more bullshit. No more eating out. No more none of that. You're going to get 2 fucking jobs and you're going to get yourself out of that mess. All right. The thing that always gets me is like when I was broke and I needed to be in a room or in a situation or in a program to get me to the next level, I'd have to find the means, the money somehow, because not knowing that information was costing me way more money. And so if I had to get 2 jobs, if I had to work at a restaurant and then I had to work somewhere else, like for the school for the day, you got to do what you got to do. So for a lot of you guys, you're trying to get rich trading, you want to solve your problems, you're having money issues, you can't afford to do this and that. The first thing I would do is take some accountability for your life and go get a second job, go ask for more hours, go do some overtime and get out of your financial situation. Right? The old fashioned way, fucking grind it out. Like, oh, my job doesn't pay enough. Bro, spend less. All right, stop being a dickhead. Now, if you do that, then you're going to have at least a little bit of cushion, something to show yourself that it's possible. And you're going to have the financial, how do I call it? The financial confidence to now pursue something as demanding as trading. People, I'm closing this trade. I'm going to give this thing about 5, maybe 10 more minutes. All right. I want to see if we at least get a retest back in so I can close my position without taking a loss. Just judging by the way this looks, yeah, it ain't coming. This thing is grabbing liquidity right now. So a lot of people might be wondering how I know it's only a 5-minute candle. It hasn't even closed yet. Where's my intuition getting the fact that, you know, this thing is most likely going to break through? Because we already rejected the 88. All right, we already had that first rejection. They were trying to get everybody to keep piling in, and then snipe everybody's liquidity. When the market does this, two scenarios, it's either going to get everybody's stops and then come back in, or just completely continue to the upside. Personally, I think that just based on the overall daily momentum, this thing is going to continue to the upside. I just want to see a pullback so I can close my position and limit that loss. All right, put a 1 in the chat if I should enter another position. Put a 2 in the chat if you guys think I should close. And put a 3 in the chat if it's just a hold. This is pretty funny. And I'm actually going to do the action on my phone. So we can just I'm gonna go through you guys' answers and see who said what. Hey, is it possible to hang out at UFC Abu Dhabi? I don't know about hang out. Profit for life. Profit for life. Isn't that Alex Santee?
I think that's Emil Machado.
Oh, Emil. Is it possible to hang out at UFC? Is that Emil? In the chat?
I don't think so.
Bro, is that copyright? Is it always best to manage that loss than lose it all? I mean, I don't know what you mean by all. You got to know how to risk. All right. If you're over risked and losing the trade is going to be consequential, like it's going to actually have a significant impact on your write this shit down. No individual trade should have a significant impact on your profit and loss in either direction. I mean, significant. Like you take a win, you're like, oh shit, my account just grew blank. Or you take a loss, you're like, oh shit, I just lost a big chunk. That should never happen. You got to have a systematic approach for how to lose money and how to make money. If you lose money, is it enough? Like, I gotta lose 40 trades in a row to blow the funded account. 40, 45, 40, around there. That's a lot of fucking trades. All right, I'm about to go through and add up some of these responses. Let's see what you guys said. So number 1 was, I think, enter another position. Number 2 was close it. And number 3 was do nothing. All right, Scott, you're getting kicked out. I don't like your language. Put user in timeout. Isn't that fucking embarrassing, bro? You're a grown man getting sent to timeout because you're just out here just being disrespectful. Can't we all just be adults? Right? You turn on the news, they're being childish. You turn on the fucking social media, people being childish. You go to a class, people being childish. You go to work, people being childish. No. Welcome to fucking grown-up land. Act like fucking adults, and you'll stay in the comment section. Let's have great discussions. Let's learn. Let's grow. I'm going to give you guys my full undivided attention and all the value you could ever hope for. You get immature, I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to treat you like the child you are. Put the dunce cap over your head and, fucking let the whole world know. Now, with that being said, if you guys appreciate that kind of environment of accountability and of some kind of maturity, throw a like if you're watching this on YouTube. That some of the people would never grow. I don't believe that. I feel like everybody has a chance to grow. And I feel like unless you're confronted with an opportunity to grow, you won't. And sometimes I am that opportunity for people. I tell you, hey, grow the fuck up. And so you're either going to leave and go be miserable in somebody else's stream, or you're going to go have a reckoning moment and be like, oh shit, maybe I do fucking suck. You know, like maybe I just suck. The Ridge Runner, long time no talk. Hope you've been doing great. I'm living the dream, bro, better than ever. We just took a poll about what I should do on the trade, whether I should close, hold, or enter another one. It seems like most people said close, and I already made the action on my phone, so I'm going to go back to the chart and show you guys what I did. Okay, now what do you guys think I did? I know what you guys think I should do, which is what we all just voted. What do you guys think I did? He said he was saying that he wasn't talking about losing everything entire trade. Yeah, why he called me retarded? I just read what he said. His dumbass said you don't want to lose everything. What kind of stupid ass statement is that? I'm just gonna literally I read his words back to him and he was like, bro, are you fucking retarded? Like, son, don't Syed, let's be real here, bro. My dude was definitely a clown. He said you added to the position. People, I closed the fucking trade. Like there was right. We just closed above the 88.6. All right. If I want to get back in, I'm gonna have to see the closure back below the 88.6 and just a slight retest back in. For now, I think we have some more room to go. Higher time frame, this thing is just fucking ripping, and there's a good chance it continues to rip. So then what do we do? Chart Addicts members, you guys know exactly what our play is if this thing continues. What's our play? Wait for support to form on the lower time frame, sell at the next level. No, bruh. People, somebody, please restore my faith in humanity. All right. If this thing is, let me actually just get this out the way. Not confuse folks. Okay. We just broke above the 88.6. This thing is gone. What's our play, people? $88 fib, chase not specific enough. Reset for buy, 88.6. James, we're getting closer. Break above and retest the 88.6 to buy. Mo, thank you for a coherent fucking answer. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mo. It's all I needed. I'm a happy man. I can literally go about my day with a sense of peace in the universe and a sense of confidence in the human race again. A push back in, look for support at the 786 to be formed, and a push back up with higher lows. Noah, all right, Mo, Noah just beat you. All right, you guys have to fight this one to the death. I don't know how this works. You're both right. He's more right because he was more specific. Both answers are correct. Look for the break above and restart, retest 88.6 for buys. Romy, there we go. More than likely the 786. We'll talk about that. Don't get caught in that liquidity grab. Retest at the 88 for buy. If it holds support, we buy. If it breaks under, we wait for the entry on sells. If it retests, nope, Bobby. If it breaks below, so we go boom, boom, Okay, if it breaks below, we're not selling yet. The 786 is right here. Okay, this could be that push that we need. So buy here, buy here. Now, if it comes up and then breaks all the way back below these levels, dude, it's just going to keep dropping. This is, if we break, at this point, when we break this high, it's going to do one at the 88.6, another one at probably 15,230. Break above the previous high, shift the momentum, higher low entry, continuation. It's that simple. For some of you, for the baby pips traders, break, retest, go up. It's my fucking for the baby pips traders out there. Now write these levels down, because I know a lot of y'all are haters, and I want my haters to make money too, right? What kind of person would I be if I just didn't want y'all to make money all the way around? If I was, I'm indifferent. Haters, all you guys that are out here supporting and they're just believing in yourselves, just know that if you guys are on here for a genuine purpose, by the way, if you guys are on here for actual genuine growth, just know that I don't need to be doing these streams, but I do it because I believe in you the same way that you're believing in yourself. I probably believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Why? Because there was times as a trader where I was losing a lot of money. I did not believe in myself, and I had people around me that poured in that self-belief. Okay, they poured in. I used to watch them believe in themselves. And I'm like, damn, bro, they're making it look easy as fuck. If they can do it, I should be able to do it. And those are some of my greatest friends in the trading space right now. And I told them at the time, thank you for believing in yourself so that I could believe in myself to do the impossible. Make 6 figures in a month. Make 6 figures in a trade. Set my boundaries higher. Right? So if that's one of you, just know that I do believe in you. I am pouring that into you guys, and I want you to be the best version of yourself. That means understanding what it really takes to be a trader. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And that's what we're trying to go through. All right. What would you target? Nice baby pips explanation. Come on, bro. You guys know I gotta fucking put it into language that we can all understand.
We all know how much you love baby pips.
Yo! All right, G. Is this cyberbullying? Put a 1 in the chat if this is considered cyberbullying.
That was not bullying, bro.
Bro, I'm sitting here trying to, bro, G, I'm like, you know what would be great, man? Let me bring on some great people on this team to help me. And let me bring on some great people to help all the incredible traders that we have on the team. And let's create a culture of growth and you know, that'll probably just give me some peace of mind, right? And I wake up to fucking texts on my phone from Gali just bullying me, bro. What is this?
Not true, guys. Chat, this is not true. Chart Addicts.
Bro, when was the last, bro? You know, I get a text. I'm like, oh, okay, because Gali's in charge of project management here. So I'm like, oh, this is probably about a project. We're getting an app pushed through. Let's see what it is. He'll be like, oh, how's those cells going? Ha 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 ha. And knowing that I just hit SL or some shit. I'm like, bro, do you want real beef?
All I did was make a remark about your affection towards baby pips.
Yo, Chase said violated him like that guy yesterday who said you looked good in a tank top. Nah, Chase. Bro, that just gave me the heebie-jeebies when you said that. I feel like I'm traumatized. Bro, this guy violated, bro. What?
Who made a comment about how you look in a tank top?
I don't know, bro. I told people I felt like I got violated when I read it. I had to go take a shower, bro. I was like, I had to delete the guy from the stream. He got kicked off permanently. He was wilding. The dude had serious issues, fam.
Sounds like it.
Because at first there was a trading related comment. He was making comments related to, you know, lot sizes, whatever. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And so I was like, bro, you got one more. You say one more dumb thing and you're out. And the guy said, you look good in a tank top with like a winking face. I just lost my mind, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, obviously everybody who was in the comment section, if you guys were here on the stream yesterday, you remember that shit, but it was fucking weird. I know you guys felt violated of me reading it, you know? Syed, thanks for reading my comment. I didn't mean any harm. How did you get back in? Oh, you were in timeout. I didn't even kick you out. Okay, we're good. Scott Adams about to get GG'd again. So are you, trader. I still think you're the same dude as yesterday. But you learned your lesson. You grew. We all grew as people. Oh, it is him. All right. Yo, hide user on this channel. no report. I'm gonna do promoting terrorism. All right, I'm getting your fucking account deleted, son. Oh shit. He said, remember when he called you sweet cakes? Yeah, he just did it again. I just had to kick him the fuck. I just had to kick him out of the chat again, bro. Isn't that fucking nuts? All right, Scott, we're good. Scott, me and you, we're cool. All right. I just don't like people, let's be respectful. EU pushing. Let's just do some analysis on the fly here. All right, we got gold. What do we got on gold here? All right, so my gold traders, I got your levels right here. Mark these off, thank me later. Yup. We got 1933 and 1953. Let's go into the smaller time frames here, figure out what we're looking at. So clearly forming these higher lows. The question is, where's the likely spot for the next higher low? Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for the highs of these markets. We're gonna have to wait for them to basically just form a ceiling somewhere. Once they do, then we can gauge if this is going to be like a likely retracement area, in which case it'll go new high, come back in to retest that range, and then continue back up. So we can find a few levels here. I'll wait for the market to form a new high. That's a function of the dollar dropping. The more the dollar retraces, the more that gold's going to retrace. And I think that gold's going to retrace up, maybe equal highs, and then come back in. So we got probably another week or so of gold being bullish. Another week or so. Yeah, closing that trade was a smart move. The XY pretty straightforward. All right, yeah, that's all I got. Basically the same. So I didn't talk crap. I got nothing. Yeah, remember that he called you. Yeah, bro. He says I just got in Nas sells. I did not. This thing is very likely to break. Yeah. Yep. No sells. Okay. As soon as we get a break above this this previous high, I'm gonna wait for the higher lows and go long. LOL, golly, violated him like the guy yesterday who said he. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Said this guy was him. I'm telling you, he changed his profile picture. Yo, that dude is crazy, bro. Don't try to catch a falling knife, but revert. Yeah, don't stand in front of a moving train. If you're trying to get on if you missed your station, do not jump in front of the train hoping that this thing's going to take you to your destination. Yo, there is a poll I wanted to do. First, if you guys are interested, FX Summit 2023 or 2024.com. The #1 Forex conference in the world. We have incredible guests. You guys, I don't want to announce all the special Gary V. I'm not going to announce any of the big names that we have coming and ruin the surprises, Gary V. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is allow you guys to make your own decision. Head on over to FXSummit2024.com. It's going to be the biggest conference for traders, investors, and entrepreneurs, and of course, crypto as well. So if you're no matter where you're at, you have about 14 months to prepare for this Dubai trip. Make sure that you guys are putting this on your calendar because we do want to see you all out there. But there's a poll I wanted to do. Complete side note. Nothing to do with what we're looking for. Complete side note. There's somebody in the industry by the name of Uncle Ted Safranco. This individual was involved in the Trader's Domain situation. CoffeeZilla did a video. It's got about 5 million views right now, exposing not only the Trader's Domain operation and Ponzi scheme, but the brokerage industry as a whole. Now, some of you guys might know, I used to be friendly with this individual. I had no idea what his business was doing or what he was involved in. But I did get in contact with him not too long ago through Twitter, and this individual says that he was wrongly portrayed and misrepresented in that video. So I want you guys to let me know, should I indulge this podcast that the person wants to do to get their version of the story out, or it kind of just sounds like a bad idea, right? Like the only reason I'm asking is something about it just sounds like a bad idea. And I don't know what it really is. Like, obviously, the dude's a fucking scammer. Like, I don't know. That's where my intuition goes. But at the same time, every government has investigated this. The US has investigated it 3 times. The Canadian government has investigated it, and they fucking dropped it. So if they don't have the evidence, if they can't tie the pieces together, and this person is saying it's misrepresented, I'm not trying to enable this person. I'm not trying to fucking give this person a platform. Y'all get me? But I do feel like we got to understand what the fuck is going on. They exposed the entire brokerage industry. Who's the big companies that are white labeling to all these brokers? Who is the biggest players in the game? They got names and faces. This dude put up fucking that wall where you put the people's faces in the mob and you tie all their names together. He did that. And so I kind of want to, I don't know. I'm going to let you guys be the judge. I'm going to let you guys. G, how do you suggest an intermediate trader keep from exiting trades early? Your best advice about it. Thanks in advance. The #1, Shane, it's good to see you, bro. I remember you from the previous streams. Listen, the only reason that you have a problem entering or exiting a trade or anything is because of a lack of clarity in your plan. So the #1 thing that a trader must do is to have a positive expectancy system, to have a trading system or an edge where if you consistently applied this system, you're going to make money. So first things first is, are you clear and have you clearly defined what that system is? That doesn't just mean what you're looking for to enter. That also means where are you looking to get out, and systematically, how can you get out? For my strategy, I have certain levels that when I enter my trade, I know where I'm going to take TP1s. I know where I'm going to take TP2s. I know where I'm going to take my third take profits. And so I've predetermined those as part of my plan. Most of the time when I close early or do something else, it's because I'm just not clear about what I'm looking for. Today, I didn't close the trade early. I closed it right on time because I saw the danger signs. I saw that I was wrong. I was willing to admit that I was wrong quick so I don't lose more money, and then just take the loss on the chin, keep it moving, pause, right? That's all I had to do. So I was clearly defined in where I should get in, where I should get out, and I had the parameters for how I was going to make that happen. So be very clear and eliminate a lot of the confusion and frustration about making a decision, right? He said, LMAO, he is innocent. Syed, you're kind of bugging, my dude. Let's not go that far. Crypto Alien says, hell no, bro. Raul Castillo says yes. Crypto Alien says, no, no, no. Bro, what's wrong with you, Crypto Alien? Were you wrongfully hurt in this personal situation? Uncle Ted is dirty. This is the first I've heard of this. Let Uncle Ted tell his side of the story. He seems okay to me. Now, I mean, he's obviously a scammer. Look, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm out here trying to watch my words and shit. Bro, fuck everybody. How about that? If you're scamming people and you have, and even though that the government can't tie all the pieces together, but we're not fucking stupid. Right? I know what I'm seeing, bro. So yes, I have my own opinions on the matter. I think I have a pretty good idea of what I believe to be true about that situation, but I do want to hear his side of the story. Now, I could do that over a phone call. Well, then what the fuck do I gain out of it? Right? It's interesting, I guess. But I feel like the only real benefit for this is to get some clarity to everybody else out there. And so that's kind of where my head's at. Dude, it's a tough one, man. This is a tough one. It's like people having Liver King on their podcast after, everybody found out he was on juice. It's like, bro, we all fucking knew you were on juice. But it's like, as soon as people found out, it's like, it's kind of radioactive now. We don't really want to touch it. He said, it sounds like a setup. What do you mean? Frenchie, you don't have confidence in me and my ability to check him on the important stuff and to ask the hard questions? Who the fuck else is going to step toe-to-toe with anybody in this industry and ask the hard questions? I've never done it before. Actually, no, I have done it a few times with a few of the guys, but I'm very confident that I could do it. You either give him a platform to sound more stupid or you give him a platform to prove his innocence because no one else is. Huh. Chase, that's a very mature approach. I like that.
I like that answer.
I like that answer a lot. Bro, golly, I know you saw that too, bro. It's like, bro, that's class act right there. Chase, hit me up after this, bro.
Yeah, myself.
he says he reminds me of a young lad. So he used to be out here. But if you have a genuine intentions on your agenda, then there's no such thing as a bad publicity. There is, though. People don't give a fuck about intentions. I don't know if you guys realize this. The world does not give a fuck about your intentions. The world gives a fuck about your outcome. Bro, but I tried my best. My intention was I tried my best. Not good enough. Next. So my intentions could be great, and our intentions have always been amazing, but people don't really care. They only care about outcomes. So, this is the whole thing, right? Our intention was to stay away from all the false marketing in this industry, not do the supercar, buy my course marketing. But the outcome was people don't give a fuck. People are looking at people of fake marketing accounts with supercars, and that's what they're gravitating to. Intention versus outcome. But I appreciate that, French. I think you are right. I think I have to explain that straight up. Like I saw Lex Friedman do a podcast with the Prime Minister Netanyahu, right? Now, I'm not trying to explain myself to people. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, right? No one's going to do shit about it. I'm very confident in almost everything I'm doing, but I do need to be responsible. Obviously, we have a responsibility with our audience, with let's just call it like the attention that we have, to be responsible with what we're saying and who we're giving a platform to, of course. Now, Lex Friedman did do that thing where he kind of had an explainer at the beginning. He's like, look, I'm going to not just talk to Netanyahu. I know some of y'all don't like him. I get it. I'm going to talk to a few people after who are on the other side of this thing, and let's see if we can clear it up. Hell, I'd like to fucking interview CoffeeZilla about this. Yo, but I got $1,000 for whoever can get me a CoffeeZilla interview. Straight up $1,000 cash or in Bitcoin for whoever can land me a CoffeeZilla interview. Because I got to ask him. I got to see, why the fuck did you pursue this thing? How did this all happen? And I want to get both sides of the story. I like to get both sides of the story. It's important here. He didn't even have a live server. Buddy, newsflash, nobody has a live server. But I'm fucking trading on FTMO. You think they got a live? Are you out of your mind? It's fucking all demo. But at least they'll tell me it's demo in the terms and conditions. I'm an independent contractor to a demo prop firm, and as long as the money comes in, I'm cool. That is the arrangement that I've made with FTMO. It's not being naive about that. NAS 100 is creeping up higher. I would get ready to catch the rejection. Buddy, stop trying to fight. Do not sell. Okay, Hot Dusty 3000. I hate you for making me read that name out loud because I sounded stupid reading your name out loud, and now I feel stupid about myself, and I'm blaming you. All right, Hot Dusty 3000. But I would not sell against this momentum. Do not jump in front of a train. All right, if it's moving full speed, wait for it to hit the fucking station, then you can hop on and do what you got to do. The way I see it, it's a win-win for you. Just make sure you apply pressure, G. Oh, Shane, I promise, if I fucking do the interview, I'm gonna apply pressure. You think I'm gonna get this guy on my fucking podcast talking? I throw him the questions they throw Joe Biden? I'm gonna treat him like they did Trump. You know, Joe Biden gets on. So, Mr. President, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Right? Biden gets on and is like, do you enjoy being a rapist? Trump was like, what the fuck, bro? I just showed up. What are you all talking about? Yeah, I'm applying the pressure, bro. They don't think I'm fucking Matt Wallace in 2016. Not Matt Wallace. Give me another one. Who's the other guy? Fucking not Matt Wallace, bro. Am I fucking up? Christopher Wallace? They don't think I'm fucking Christopher Wallace. They don't think I fucking Yeah. That's what they're gonna think. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm here to put them on skates. I think this will be beneficial for everybody. Just low key about to be fun as fuck because, and I'll tell you guys this one last thing. This is actually a real point. You know, all the jokes aside, when I first came up in this industry, when I was meeting a ton of other traders, I was like, oh my god, traders. They exist. It's not just me, right? Like that's how everybody feels when they meet other talented traders and everyone's having a great time, whatever. Then what happens is you meet some people that just seem supernatural. They seem to have this supernatural thing to them, right? I don't want you guys to ever fucking, for 1 second, try and idolize me, right? Now, if I lead by example and this is an example you want to follow, perfect. It means that I'm doing my job as being the best man that I can be. But I do not want anybody to sit here for a second to think that I'm your fucking guru. I am not your fucking guru. All right. I might go smoke a joint after this. I might go do 4 podcasts after this. Right. I might launch a world tour in a split second. Right. What you guys need to do is idolize your future self. Who do you want to be? Energize that every single day. And the danger of, being involved in let's say the trading spaces, you'll find someone and you'll start to look up to them. And then when you finally find out what they're all about, you get this massive wave of disappointment, right? Every day I wake up and I'm trying to be the person that people expect of me, right? Not because I'm trying to live with other people's expectations and, oh my God, other people's, right? Suck it the fuck up, right? But because I feel like that's a very important thing is that when someone meets me in person, I want them to be like, oh, this person was even better in person than he was online. With a lot of people, they're crazy online. They look like a fucking, like they're metaphysical. And then you meet them in person, you're like, well, this is it? Like, this is it? There's no fucking way. And then you realize they're involved in some fraudulent activities and the whole thing shatters. So when you're in the trading space, don't look at somebody and idolize them. Be a student, not a follower. I want you guys to learn from this, but go and test it. Be like, yo, fuck that dude, Roy. Well, don't do that. All right, I love you all. Please, don't be out here doing that to me. But be like, I don't really trust that guy, Roy. He's a loud talker. He talks fast. Let me go check this for myself. And then you're going to go verify it. And obviously, I'm not fucking bullshitting you. So you're going to come right back and be like, damn, this guy's actually telling the truth. But trust but verify. Be a student, not a follower. That's how you guys should behave in the trading space. I trusted people like Ted and all these other folks because they seemed legit, right? I bought into this shit. And then in hindsight, you're like, dude had a fucking kangaroo profile picture or some weird shit with a name, grown-ass man calling himself Uncle Ted. Yeah, the red flags were there from day one, right? We should have fucking seen that one coming, right? But hindsight is 2020. We're here now. If they try tarnishing your name brand with nonsense and not letting you answer the questions, you should walk off, in my opinion. I only want to see you have a sensible conversation. But okay, the one thing I don't have to worry about is me getting talked over in my shit. Like, guys, I don't know what I give off. I know I'm a very respectful and I'm a very professional person. I came from professional wealth management. I'm also a fucking animal. I'm the last person these people want to try, especially a scammer. If you're a God-honest person and we're having a conversation, I'm about as respectful as it can possibly be. I'm always putting myself second. I'm putting the conversation first. And I want to know more about what you think about this because I know what I think about this. Now, if the person is a bad faith actor, but I'm just bully you. I'll bully you on the stream. I'll bully you in real life. I'll make your life hell because I have no remorse. These individuals are like, imagine we wake up every single day here at Chart Addicts and put all of our blood, sweat, and tears into helping traders in a legitimate way. Just for someone to use a fake marketing account of demo money to promote a broker so that everybody can sign up, so they can make 100,000 that month and get supercars and all this other stuff, right? Y'all think I got sympathy? Like, y'all think I should sit here? Y'all think I got any sympathy? Y'all think, first off, like, yeah, it's a new season, people. So you guys hop on these streams. I will be calling shit out as it comes. It is what it is. I will call him right now if you give me 2,000. But Crypto Alien, you're about one more message away from getting kicked out. Okay, it's a stupid proposition. The way I see it is a win-win. Bada boom. Facts. I love you, Roy. You're funny as fuck. Hey, man. You guys know what's crazy? This is probably the most arrogant thing I've said. I've said a lot, right? I make myself laugh. If y'all were not on this stream, I'd be having the time of my fucking life. I hope you guys understand this. I'm literally fucking hilarious. Uncle Ted gave good advice on trading regardless. I learned a lot from his teachings and video recordings. For sure. We had to delete the podcast that we did. Like, I had a bunch of podcasts with Ted, and they were the best podcasts that we've had on the entire channel. And I had to take them down because I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to verify this shit for myself. How long homie been scamming? So that's why I want that clarity. All right, I'm going to catch you guys later. It's 11:50. I don't trade from 11:30 to 12:30. You guys know the drill. If you guys want some a little quick secret towards the end of the stream, you're welcome. There's 2 secrets. Come back at 2:30 and watch the markets from 2:30 to 3:30. Don't trade today. Just today alone. I'm going to ask you guys for a favor. Do not trade. But I want you guys to see that. Look at the market action from now until 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and then look at this window. Thank me later. And take on this observation. All right. This is your homework. You're welcome. You just got it a little bit smarter as it relates to trading NASDAQ. Okay, good. Oh yeah, one last reminder. If you guys want 50% off your tickets, make sure to grab a t-shirt in the next 60 days or 30 days. Golly, whatever we said. You guys are in charge of that stuff.
60 days.
It's 60 days. All right.
Buy a t-shirt, get 50% off your summit tickets. The code is valid for 60 days after receiving your shirt.
Yes. All right, I'm getting bullied and I'm getting schooled all in one call. All right, if you guys want 50% off any ticket, guys, I'm not saying this wrong. You're hearing this correctly. If you buy any of these t-shirts and you send us a picture, you get 50% off any FX Summit ticket except for the Ultra VIP, which we're launching in 2024. But you get 50% off any of these tickets. So if we're buying a $100 t-shirt or a $70 t-shirt, you can get a $1,200 discount on this ticket or a $500 discount on this ticket. All right. Seriously, guys, do not fucking miss this opportunity. It's going to be huge. And these prices will go up for the tickets as we get closer to the event. Dubai is going to be an absolute blast. You have 14, 15 months to plan. It'll be in the middle of November of 2024. We have speakers such as Gary Vee, Trading View. We are trying to get meta quotes. Michael from ICT, I don't know if you guys know who Inner Circle Trader, he's going to be coming to speak. We have all of the big prop firm guys. We have the funded trader coming. We have top tier coming. We have potentially FTMO coming. This is the Forex event of Forex events. It gets bigger every year. We have crazier names every year, and we're not going to stop now. So I'd love to see all of you there. Make sure to grab your ticket, fxsummit2024.com. Happy and safe trading for the rest of the day, everybody. Peace. He said that's a steal. Trust me, it's a steal, Syed. Until we pull that, discount. Okay, stream just